We also have dashboards, so production progress dashboards. In this particular example, everyone's almost completed their production orders, but essentially what we're looking at here is for each station, the current work order or production order that they're working on and how close they are to completing that. So you can see these top two have actually gone over their anticipated quantities and some of these are remaining. As new production orders come in, they will come in at the bottom, and as the workstation kind of completes an order and selects a new work order to work on, that will then come to the top. So this is designed to go on a TV on the shop floor or in the management office, to give a kind of a TV level overview of what's happening. Like I said, kind of similar to an and on board, but showing you more about production. Real-time production tracking as well. We do have a roll-up on the work order under a work order as well. So across stations, if you have multiple stations working on the same work order or production order, we can roll up across that work order so you can see how close you are to completing actual work orders as well. Just to continue on the production side, we have real-time daily production counts. This is live in real time, so it's showing you the production in this case 30-minute increments. You can filter that down by individual stations if you only want to look at what a station has produced, or you can filter down by components or SKUs so that you can again just see the real-time overview of production happening on the shop floor. Again, we can slice and dice that by station, by SKU. We have overall views that will give you it by station across the week or by SKU across the week. So different ways to be able to get to that production data. As we know, a lot of our customers will use that to kind of inform ERP systems or other third-party systems. We can create API direct syncs between this data and the ERP system, for example, or a lot of our customers will download some of this data as CSV so that they can slice and dice or manipulate it themselves. So just coming back to the cockpit, I'll move on to the next kind of key feature of Busroot, which is automatic downtime capture. So we have various ways of determining whether a station is running or not. That can be based on the production output. So if we have a device in the machine that's actually monitoring the production count directly, and that production hasn't been seen for a certain threshold related to the cycle time, we can automatically determine that the machine is stopped. We can do it based on line speed, so we can monitor continuous manufacturing processes, and if that line speed drops below a certain threshold or stops again, that can trigger a stop. And it can also work with the human-led operations via the tablet. So again, a similar concept. If the tablet hasn't been interacted with or production hasn't been input through by the tablet in a certain amount of time, then again, that will flag the station as being stopped. What that means is it'll appear here on the cockpit as stopped. Anyone who has flagged themselves to receive notifications for either this individual station or this station group or this plant would receive a notification to say that this station has stopped, and the tablet device on the outside of the workstation itself will also come up with a flag to say that production has stopped here. So if I just go over to the tablet view briefly, I'm looking at this on my laptop, so it's not going to quite look as it does on the tablet, but this is our tablet interface, and this is the kind of thing that would pop up on that tablet to say or to inform the operator that the production has actually stopped. Here we have a bit of a workflow that we kick into. We call acknowledge, estimate, escalate. So this serves as a data capture tool to understand why the downtime has occurred, but also as a communication tool for other people. So anyone else that's received a notification this machine has stopped, when they come to this issue, either via the desktop version of the software I showed earlier, or via their mobile phone, or via a tablet device like this, they will actually, if I acknowledge this as the operator, you see here it says issue acknowledged by myself, and anyone else arriving on this will know, without having to go and ask anyone, that this issue is being looked at, because it's telling us here the issue is acknowledged. From here, we can do things like estimate the time to get this back up and running. So if this is a maintenance issue, or this is something that's going to require a little bit of time to get back to, we have the estimate function. Again, serves as a communication tool. It also serves as a tool to automatically escalate if that estimate has gone over. Escalate essentially just means it's going to inform a wider group of people. So in the notification preferences, you can select to be whether you just want to be notified of any stops or if you only want to be notified about escalations. So it'll be a wider group for the escalation. So yeah, I can either hit that button, which will automatically trigger the escalation, or if the estimate goes overrun, or if it is not acknowledged in time, all of these things will trigger an automatic escalation. If I then just click cause, this is where we can now give a cause code for this particular issue that we're seeing here. If I select mechanical breakdown, you can see here we have a second tier to the menu. This is customizable, so whatever the customer wants in here in terms of their reason codes, they can fill in here, and it's there's no limit to the number of layers you can have in here. So if you had electrical breakdown and then you wanted another layer within here, you can keep going down categories, because we have a lot of customers that want simple top level items for reporting purposes, so that they know mechanical versus electrical versus staff issues versus stock issues. But then when they go into that, they'll know for this particular machine, it has a certain type of electrical issues that can cause problems. So I've just selected blown fuse there just as an example. What it's done is it's taken me back to the normal tablet view where we can input production. I won't go into that at this point, but just to say that we have now given a cause code for that. And you can see now on the cockpit it's gone amber, just to say that the machine is stopped, but we now have an estimate for it, we now have a reason, it's been acknowledged, so it's in a slightly better state than what it was, because we know that now this is on the path to coming back up again.